Hey, good morning. This is Sean. Welcome back to Cooper Hill Farms. We're out here in the garden this morning. You can see behind me we have some broccoli planted, and we also have kale. We have a little bit of cabbage and cauliflower. But anyway, this video is going to be all about kale. We're gonna pick it, we're gonna cook it, and we're gonna talk about the health benefits of kale. So come along with us this morning. Okay, we have two types of kale planted. We have this long leafy kale, and we have the dinosaur skin kale. We're gonna set the camera down and get busy picking. Okay, that didn't take long. Got us a nice full box of kale we're going to bring to the outdoor kitchen and cook. While we're out here, I thought I'd show you some of our broccoli. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick some, and we'll have that to go along with our lunch. We've picked a lot of the broccoli already. Let's see. This looks like a nice head to pick right here. How about that? That's a nice one. Gonna go good with some ranch dressing. All right, let's get to the kitchen and start cooking. Okay, let's talk about our kale a little bit and the benefits of it. It comes from the cabbage family. That includes your broccoli, cauliflower, collard greens. This is the dinosaur skin. See how rough it is? This is the leafy variety. Some of the benefits that it has is that it is rich in vitamins A, B, C, and K. It also has minerals, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, and those are all healthy and beneficial to our daily health. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get these washed up, and we're gonna do a couple of things with them. There's a couple of ways, different ways you can cook kale. You can just peel it off of the vein here, the stem, and just throw it in a salad, eat it that way. Another way you could do it is saute it, and we're gonna do that. We got some fresh smoked deer sausage. We're gonna saute it down with the deer sausage, but we're also gonna make kale chips, which is a really healthy alternative. Basically just pull it apart, little pieces, cover it in olive oil, and bake it in the oven for just a short period of time. So come along and we're gonna get started with this. Okay, our next step here is we're gonna take it and we're gonna tear it off these stems. We're gonna tear it into small pieces. We're gonna get it ready to saute, and we're gonna get it ready to make some kale chips with. I think the leafy variety is what I'm gonna end up sauteing with the sausages today for lunch, and we're gonna also make chips out of it, and we're gonna make chips out of the dinosaur skin kale also. Okay, we got our deer sausage in the pan. Got a little bit of water. We're gonna let it sit there and boil. Let it cook a little bit, cook down, brown it up. We're gonna add some water back. Then we're gonna add our kale. We got some onions we're gonna add to it and let that all cook down and blend together. In the meantime, we're gonna get over here. We've got this pulled apart and we're gonna do our next step, which is going to be, we're gonna add olive oil to it, drench it up real good, and cover it in a little bit of sea salt. Okay, this next step is easy. We're just gonna take some olive oil, drizzle over it. You just need a light coating on it. Take, kind of mix it up. Our next step, we're going to lay it out on our pans and we're going to cover it with a little bit of sea salt. It's best to do one layer at a time, not let it overlap, but we've got a bunch of kale and we're going to cover these pans and it's going to come out all right. We've got our oven preheated to 350 degrees. I actually have some sweet potatoes in there to go with our deer sausage and sauteed kale. Okay, we've got it panned up. We need to add our sea salt to it, but first we're going to give our sausage a stir. It's looking good. We'll let that water continue to boil out, cook that sausage, and then we'll brown it down a little. I'm using a coarse Himalayan pink salt. With that olive oil on there, it helps that salt stick. All right, our next step is to put it in the oven. We'll keep our eye on it. We don't want it to go very long, 5-10 minutes at the most, and it should be ready. Okay, our water's cooked out of our sausage. We're gonna brown it down a little bit. Okay, we browned down our sausage, we added some water back to it, and now we're going to add our kale and let it cook. All right, let's put the lid on it, cover it up, and let it cook. We're going to turn the fire down to a low. Okay, let's check on our kale chips. Oh, it looks like the dinosaur skin. They're ready. We'll let them cool off and they'll be nice, crunchy, just like eating a potato chip. We're gonna give the leafy kale just a little bit longer. Okay, the leafy kale is ready to come out. Nice and crispy. Gonna make some really good chips. I don't know if you remember how much we started with, but it really cooks down. We're gonna let this cool off, get it put in a bowl. Our kale and sausage looks really good. We're gonna let it cook a little bit longer, let some of that water cook out. We got our Beauregard sweet potatoes cooking up in the oven. We got our broccoli cut up and ready to go. And our kale chips, boy, they really look good. So you come along and join us for lunch.